we are going to create cartoon characters using a selection of circles with layer styles, inner glows and bevels and outer glows, and they're going to end up looking like something like this. So there's 2 cartoons to do. The trick with this is every time you do a shape, give it a new layer. So there's one here for the eyeball, there's another one for the pupil, then we've got the iris in front, then the pupil, and then another one for the reflection. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 different layers. If you don't do that, you won't be able to change things later on. Okay, that's what we're aiming for. 2 cartoons to do. So I'm going to go Control New, 8x8 white, it's fine. We can crop to size later. Okay, now the first thing is you need a layer. Layer, new layer. I'm going to call mine Face. Give them a real name because there's going to be lots of layers by the end of it all. So here is your elliptical marquee tool. There's other shapes that you could choose as well. Okay, I don't want a red face, I am going to have a nice green face. Then I draw a circle. Now hold down the Shift key and you get a perfect circle. Pull. Okay, and then we dump the color in. Great stuff. Now at this point you could go in, double click, and you could put in a bevel, an emboss, and maybe a drop shadow if you want. Control it and then OK. It's fine. There we are. Control D to deselect. We want another one, another layer, and this time we are going to call it Eye. Layer, new layer. So Control Shift N would do it. EYE. Okie dokie. Think ahead. I want the eye to be white. I'm going to have F. Here we are. Nope, missed it. There we go. And then I'm going to draw my circle. Now remember, cartoon characters, their eyes are in the wrong places and they're scrunched up more. Hold that Shift key. Nice big. They can be disproportionately big. So dump with the paint bucket. In it goes. Okie dokie. Now we are going to have some styles. I double click. I want, first of all, I'm going to have an inner glow. Where's my inner glow? Get in touch with your inner glow. Multiply here. I'm going to have 20 here, and then I'm going to make the glow black. Okay. And while I'm in here, I'm going to have an outer glow. Again, blend mode is going to be multiply. I'm going to have maybe 40, and again black. There it is. Okay. Done. Control D to deselect, and you see it's on its own layer, so you can move it around wherever you want. We're just going to do one eye at a time. Your temptation is to go do another circle. I'm going to show you how to halve your work. We want another layer. Okay, and this time actually, yes, that was right, wasn't it? Oh, should I rename this? Okay, we want the, what is it in the middle, that blue bit? That's your iris, isn't it? So we go layer, new layer, and we're going to call this iris, just so you know which one. Then I do my circle. Oh, think ahead, think ahead. Blue eyes, blue eyes. Draw your circle. You can move them later. Oh, undo, undo, Shift, undo. Try again. Hold that Shift key, dump your paint in. Alrighty, now you can give them all sorts of comical looks, you see, depending where you have them looking. What will I do? I'll have them looking over here. Okay, now, same glows as before. Don't get yourself in a twist. Inner glows and outer glows. And I want this to be, what was it, blend mode, multiply, 30. Inner glow, not outer glow. go away. Inner glow. Multiply 30. Blick. Okay. And then, okay. So some kind, maybe you'd even want, I don't know, would you want a drop shadow on that? Let's have a look and see what it does. There's no right or wrongs. Looks a bit weird. I'll leave that. Okay, Control D to deselect. Alright, and now we want the pupil. So layer, new, layer, pupil. Okay, now this time it's going to be black, so I'm just going to switch them around, or X does it too. Draw your cycle with the Shift key. Dumpez-vous in the black. And then you might want to move it. Now, what will I do with that? Let's see, have I got a drop shadow? No, that looks too peculiar. How about an inner shadow? Outer glow? Inner glow, bevel. Ooh, bevel's really weird. Okay. And then the last one, Control D to deselect, is the reflection. So layer, new, layer, reflection. And this time, you don't need to hold Shift because it's not going to be a perfect circle. It's more of a glint. So D, default, X to exchange, dump it in. Yay! Now, that shouldn't be that way. It should be vertical, for instance. So I do edit, transform, and I want to rotate it. And then you get the bounding arrows, and you see that mouse changing. It goes from being, well, there it is, two-headed arrow, and you hold down the mouse and you twist it to wherever you want it to go, move it over, click on the move tool to get it to apply. Alrighty, that's quite, I am going to make that smaller. I am Control T and then apply. Glint, 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 and I want to have some kind of a bevel on that. I am particularly fond of bevels. Ooh, no. Maybe not. I'll cancel. Control D to deselect. Right, so far so good. Now, do you have to do that for the other eye? Oh. Alright, what you're going to do is merge all of the eye layers down and then copy paste them. So make sure that it's exactly the way you want. And remember, don't go down to face. You do not want to involve face. You just want the eyes. So you click on reflection, and then you can do the long way. You can do layer, merge down, or you can just do Control E. And then watch what happens over here. Do Control E, so reflection hits into pupil, into iris, into eye, and then we stop there. We want to copy this. Duplicate the layer. I copy, sounds good to me. Where'd it go? Uh-oh, it's underneath. There we are. Ta-da! And then if you want to move the other one, click under here, and then put your eyes, but you have to actually activate the layer. There, oh, that looks pretty goggle-eyed. Okay, now, if you look at the one that I've got here, these are just circles with bevels on them, lines. If you get tired of doing lots and lots of circles, you can use some shapes. What could I do? What could I do? Underneath the T, you've got the shapes. Now, you probably won't have all of them, so what you would do, I've downloaded some for you, and they're in today's folder. So what you would do is click on this little arrow, load the shapes, and then you're going to browse to where they are, which is going to be in the V drive. No, me, Advanced Computing, Photoshop, and they will be in here as soon as I've put them in. So that's how you would load them, or you could make do with what's there. So I'm going to have, what could I have out of this? I'm going to have, oh, an umbrella would be cute. what will I do? I know there's a bow tie in here somewhere. Ah, there it is. I'm going to load my bow tie. Think ahead. What color do you want the bow tie to be? Mine will be a very fetching shade of vibrant blue. And I'm going to draw that on there. Okay. And then another shape would be something for his hair. You could use that for cheeks, couldn't you? There's my phone ringing. Oh, pooh. What about hair? Anything hairy? That could be a nose. There's no right or wrongs. There. No, that one. That one. Now he's going to be a Scottish cartoon with red hair. And I'm going to draw that. Oh, blue. What happened to blue? Okay, blue it is. Blue it is. Double click. Now always remember you're looking for nice drop shadows and bevels and inner glows and outer glows. If you don't like that, Control T to transform it. The two will link. You know what I forgot and you didn't remind me? I forgot to put another layer for each of those shapes. Bad, bad, bad. That's why it's blue instead of red. So make sure that you have a layer called bow tie, a layer called hair. Okay, apply. And it's really up to you what you do, but we're ending up with 2 cartoon figures as JPEGs or GIFs or whatever, and that is the second assignment for today. Thank you.